All right, welcome back to Everybody Needs an Aquarius. We are back with my illustrious co-host, Dom, out here sending thirst trap pictures on the gram. You got a couple. Since the last show, you got a couple.
I did Ivy Park.
And that was a month ago. That was just a month ago.
Whatever.
Like the one coming about the pool or whatever. You're good for one at least every 2 weeks. Actually, I'm gonna go. Let's before we even get started, let's go through your gram and just pick out the dates of the thirst trap days.
I don't thirst trap. I just post what I post, and I feel like it's good. So
good and thirsty. Not for you, but for the brothers out there to make them thirsty.
Whatever. Okay, that's cool. I can rock with that.
Hold on. Let's see. Let me see. Let's just see. When is the last thirst trapping picture?
See.
All right. December 9th.
Show me that. Oh, okay. That's a throwback. That's an oldie but goodie.
But it's posted. It's posted.
Fine. And Instagram be doing this weird thing where I get shadow banned.
Yeah. Are you still shadow banned for real?
I was shadow banned and I was shadow banned no more. And now I can't go live from none of my pages except for my business page.
Did you email them about that?
I emailed, I disputed the charges, and they was like, bitch, please.
Oh, so, what was the charges?
Well, it was saying that I violated the terms and conditions. I called my best friend a hoe. That's it. I said, VP, you are a hoe. And apparently that gets flagged, but everybody else can post titties, ass, and
somebody reported that stream. You know,
that's how I feel. I feel like even one of my other posts where I didn't even peep on the podcast page that there was a girl. She said that the girl said that she like pretty much was like dealing like or she broke up. She was in like pretty much referred to her dude as a bitch or whatever. And then the girl that responded said, oh, I didn't know you swing, you were swinging that way. She was like, no, my dude is acting like a female pretty much. But at the top of that, I didn't even peep. Mind you, this is a screenshot from Facebook. They the same damn entities. It was the girl sent her friend a picture of her like giving head. So I didn't even peep that. I had just screenshot it and just copied and pasted and let it do what it do because the conversation was funny. And that got reported. Then I cropped it and then reposted it. And then
so somebody put her girl put a picture of her best friend.
It wasn't the full picture. It was just like the bottom of it, and then you could tell.
Why would she do that though?
I don't know. The conversation was just, but whatever it was, the conversation was posted to Facebook, and then I just reposted it, not paying attention to it.
And just looking at the comment, not what was going on.
And I wasn't even tripping off of that. And then one of my homeboys said something to me, and I was like, oh my God. Then I went back and it was gone. And then that happened. But they normally give you like a chance to like dispute something. And I was just like, okay, so I don't know how long I'm not going to be able to go live. Like I'm going to have to go live from my business page, which is what I've been,
maybe it's fortunate to do that, like bump it. Then we're just gonna build this business page up.
Yeah, and for real, that's what happened because I went live with Shantae Waynes and CT and Nate Jackson. They're all comedians, and we played this game. And then now it's just a shit show because Nate mad because we didn't guess that he was the fucking Grinch. He looked like Busta Rhymes to me. He got on the camera. It was like, put your hands where my eyes can see. That's what I thought it was. And now he's trying to troll me. He keep making videos about me. And I'm just like, you obsessed with me. Like, come pay some bills, brother.
So we do have 2 emails, though, before we get started.
Okay.
First email comes from Alley Oop. He asks, is Dom's breasts real?
Who asked it? Yes, they are real. These are my titties. These are real.
I told you some savages.
This is real. Like they just kind of sit up.
Don't get us banned now. Don't get us banned because you got banned on Instagram.
Right. I mean, it's just that like these are mine. These are mine. I did not have to pay for these. When I pick up weight there in my face. I'm trying to get in shape and in my core so I can be sculpted. But no, these are mine. These are natural.
All right. And then the next question comes from Karen. She says, what sign do you all think is the most loyal?
Aquariuses. We are loyal to a fault. Like
I agree.
If we really fuck with you, we fuck with you. And it's just true. It's true. Like I was telling a homeboy, he's a Cancer, a story about somebody that did something to one of my homeboys, and it like became a big thing. And he, like my homegirl, so I'm like, oh, you should be on his show, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, for what? he double crossed my friend, and now he's trying to rectify the situation and talking to you, trying to have you,
broken the situation.
Like, oh no, I don't do that. No, you disrespected that man. You need to talk to him and you need to apologize on your platform because your disrespect was hella loud. So your apology needs to be just as loud.
No, I have to give Scorpios props too for being loyal.
Yeah, I will say yes. They will, for the most part. Depending on
they're pretty loyal, as long as you just don't. I mean, they're one of them ones you don't mess with because you're like dead to them, doing them like you dead to them signs. They hold stuff, man.
I'm not gonna. That don't have nothing to do with being loyal. To me, it has everything to do with being.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying as long as they're loyal, I'm saying they're loyal to you, like off whatever.
For the most part, I've had some Scorpios do weird shit to me, and I just be like, this don't make no sense. Like we're adults, like we can talk about this. But I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yes. And even, quite frankly, I'm gonna be honest. Geminis. I've never been crossed by. Well, actually, no, they on the cusp. The one person that really crossed, but I'm for the most part a Gemini.
Pretty loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Dom. I also want to give you some props for your great Insecure wrap up you did on Facebook, your Facebook Live. Do you want people to come to your Facebook Live? I don't know if you want to promote. I
do.
Okay, what I'm saying that might be like a personal.
No, it's not a personal thing. I'm actually trying to grow on like multiple platforms. I'm gonna try to start going live. Like I did record the episode of Whiskey Sour. I recorded the last episode live as we were filming it into my page on Facebook. Okay. So certain shows I'm watching, I do want to engage just to get people to traffic to flow to that page as well. So yeah, just trying to build out, the structure of everything and use everything to try to start getting monetized. I know I'm able to monetize on IG on both of my pages, but it's just been kind of hard because I'm kind of shadow banned. So I go to Facebook.
So I mean, before we even go on our main topic I was talking about tonight, what did you think? I mean, you give people your thoughts that didn't see a third watch the Insecure last episode.
It's so much to take away. It's so much to take away.
I mean, the thing is, I told a lot of brothers, don't be spinning a block like this on all these women either, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some of these women are really done with y'all. Like, some of them are done with y'all. And most of the time when a woman says she's done with you, she's done with you.
Yeah, no, for real. Okay, so that's one of the takeaways. I think that what's dope is that, we live in a society where, canceling people and getting rid of people it's the new thing. And I'm big on that. I'm big on protecting my peace. If you don't serve me in a way that's helping me grow and be a better version of myself, and you are triggering me I don't want no parts of it. But I think the dope thing is that, you know, Issa and Lawrence really did need time apart to grow and really understand what each person's triggers were. How could they communicate better? How could they listen and, you know, work together? You know, a lot of people don't want to do that work. And I'm not saying,
but life gave them that work.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Life, Issa wasn't whole while she was dating Lawrence and vice versa. And Issa knew that it was shit that she had to do so she could really show up and be a better person for herself in life. And so in Lawrence, it was the same thing. You know, you'd be surprised the path that we think life is like this smooth and narrow path, and it's really not. It's a whole bunch of confusion and detours and roadblocks and do not enters. And we all have to figure it out, you know. And I think that, you know, a lot of people, we've been seeing left and right, everybody getting divorced, everybody breaking up over these past almost now 2 years that we've been in COVID. And because people are spending more times with their partner than they ever had to. And that's why I'm a firm believer in having a job that you really enjoy and you like, because that's where we spend the majority of our time. And so you want to have a work environment that's less toxic, and then you come home so you can really enjoy your, you know, your family, you know, your friends and whatnot. But a lot of times, you know, we talk about this all the time. You know, people, we rush into things. We don't take our time. We don't ask the right questions. And then now you sitting here and we sharing the same space. And you're like, damn, I don't like how this nigga true. I don't like how he responds to this or how you think about that. You know, I don't think
you basically live in an athlete's life, because most athletes don't even get to know their mate, male or female. If they're, you know, they're a woman athlete, they gone all the time. They 10 years later when they retire, they sitting there like, I don't even like this dude or this woman, because I only kicked you for 3 months in the summer, and I was cool. Or if I knew you was getting on my nerves, like, I only got a couple of weeks before I go back anyway to training camp, so I'm just gonna ride this out because I only got a couple of weeks.
Yep. And so it forced people to really get to know their partners. And you know, some people were compatible and they pushed through, and I listen, it's only a couple of couples that I know that have gotten engaged and or pushed through whatever it has been. And
I know somebody that's been engaged twice during the pandemic, during this time period.
Yeah, and that's weird to me. You like the idea of love, but you don't even know who you are. You don't know what love is because you don't like yourself. So, and this pandemic has also forced a lot of people to face themselves.
Yeah.
And that's also hard. So think about, I'm realizing who I am as a person, and you have a partner and you're like, shit. Like, so, I mean, so in the beauty of Insecure taught us another thing too about friendships. Every friendship isn't worth salvaging either. You know, for Issa and Molly, they were able to work through that. Like I said, it was a lot of self-work. And it's funny how Molly ends up being the protagonist when for the majority of this entire series, she's the antagonist.
Yep, she's the villain most of the series.
And so that forced her to do the work so she could, and you can still see her old self trying to push through and self-sabotage her. And Issa was checking that shit like, nah, like we're not doing that. And even how she was, you know, showing up for Issa, she was finally able to fully show up for her and reassure her too. And that's, we need friendships like that. But listen,
you gotta think how many men that were quality dudes that Molly messed up with. Like a lot of fodder behind.
Well, I'm gonna say in first season it was the Enterprise dude, and then you kind of still had her kind of fumbling around a little bit.
The Asian dude was cool too.
The Asian dude was cool, but I fuck with her on calling him out about not checking his brother.
Yeah.
About the race, you know, the
yeah. That was real.
And then and even in the situation of Dro, she didn't really mess Dro over.
No. I wouldn't even put Dro in there. No.
But he just had, you know, he had his own shit. So what she needed and what she wanted, and I'm glad she recognized that. It was like, I need more. If we're gonna be fucking around, I need more. So it's like, you leave your wife and you fully be with me, or it's just done. And he was like, she said, give me my key back. And he was just like, you know what? That pause. And we never saw it like this season, you know? And I think it was dope. But it's hard how they still were able to come back together, because even in the beginning of this season, it was still a little like eggshells happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, Molly mama getting sick really was the pivotal moment for them, because Issa was really, really able to come through and show up for her, though she lost that damn dog, but you know, whatever. But I think
that dog ain't show up in the rest of the series.
Right. I think that it's dope that they was able to push through and make that work. And sometimes, and be, like I said, I've been very transparent. I let go of a friendship that I was friends with somebody for 20 something years. And, you know, I feel confident in what I did and my response. And for me, this, you know, there are people that probably made phone calls to people just like, you know, let's talk through this or whatever.
Do I know this person?
No.
Okay.
But I feel confident in my answer because I knew that I had did more than enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't reciprocated to me. So I was just like, I'm done with this. And so I think that's the beauty too. And you know, though we were wishing that Lawrence and Issa got back together, I think it's dope that Molly and Issa got back together.
Yeah, no, that was the whole point. The whole point to me.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'd always dig that.
Yeah.
So I think it was shows that life goes in this ebb and flows. And if you're looking back at the series, you should have known that things would get back together. It's basically going to be their journey to get back together.
Right. So
don't be spinning the block, fellas. Hope y'all ain't been texting a whole bunch of ladies.
Don't be texting all the bitches in your phone.
Don't be sending out a pre-roll. Like, hey, you know, are you happy right now?
And even that, people was mad at Chad. I said, Chad didn't tell that motherfucker to go over there and say that at that moment, at that point.
No, he was saying like in general, you need to speak on it. Yeah,
he just said, hey, you don't be fighting for stuff. So you just be, you know, sitting there but that also put things into perspective for Lawrence. So, Lawrence, it's a time and place, and Lawrence was wrong for that. And I mean, ultimately, I think Nathan liked Issa for right now, because stuff like that at the end of the day, if it was somebody that was really rocking with you, they would have responded kind of how Torian responded to what Molly said. And I just feel like
when he was like, okay, whatever.
he walked up, but he clearly could see Issa was frantic and kind of like her voice was raised, elevated. And he was just like, he came in with his, you know, monotone, what is all this? And that's all it was.
Is he really from Houston? I hope he really is from Houston, that actor.
I think he from the South or something.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Shout out to Sleepy, who was saying like, yo, you could have played that a lot better. You know, from Nathan's perspective. But he is bipolar. He has all these, and he had to break up with Issa for his own mental health.
Yeah.
Like she could have sent him off the edge. if they had kept going, moving in, and she going back and forth texting him, and he find out, he might have blew everybody's brains out. We don't know.
Yeah.
Like for real.
You might have, no. But like I said, I'm not mad at it, but I think it's weird because he pretty much in the car. I think about the car situation. And her saying, you want to come in and talk. And then he was like, nah, hey, are you sure? Because like we can talk through this and whoop, whoop, whoop. And he said no, so she got out the car. But then he was looking at her like, I can't believe you got out the car.
Right.
And I'm
that's
like,
that's that man. That's that man. And he's bipolar. So I mean, you know.
That don't have nothing to do with being bipolar. A lot of niggas do that shit. Y'all be wanting to push people away. And then, okay, if that's how I'm going to respond to you, you told me no, I can't just sit here. I got to go in the house.
Yeah,
what did you
I agree. Yeah. He didn't spin the block on her though. He didn't do, like, he let it be.
Yeah, I think he was expecting a different reception when he came to the birthday party, the surprise party.
You think so?
I don't think. I feel like a little bit.
I feel like he came just to show love. I don't feel like, because if he didn't even want to walk into the party.
Yeah, but I think he wanted
her to act like she wanted him there more.
Or maybe he was expecting her to say, like, you know, I miss you or I love you. And she's like, thanks.
She was on that John David Washington lookalike pretty boy dude then.
Yeah.
Did he like John David Washington, but with
and everybody was like, oh, he kind of looked like Daniel. I was like, no, he liked John David more. But I used to follow that dude. He liked something. He liked Eritrean or something.
Oh, he's Eritrean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, his hair, I don't know what dark and lovely he's using, Jack, but I need to get on that. Because his stuff was looking sweet, and it didn't look processed bad. It flowed. So I was like, what has he got? I'm gonna come out here looking like Pastor Spanx on Greenleaf on y'all cats in a minute with that swoop.
Lord.
No, shout out to Insecure. So where can they watch your new live stuff since your page is banned for that? Let's before we get on main top, let's tell them where they can see you unbanned.
Okay, so I do have, it's from my business page, which is Shop St. Angela's on IG. That's where I can go live until it's lifted. And I'm gonna go live at the shows that I watch and just.
So you can go live on Whiskey?
No, I can't go live on Whiskey because the post from the picture, that's that one.
Oh.
I call my homeboy a hoe, so it's fine. But and then I have to recalibrate my face because I be going live from my Facebook page. But that's my personal page is private. So you just can't search me. So I'll start going live more from my Whiskey Sour page on Facebook as well. So there is a Whiskey Sour page on Facebook. And I just been trying to even use my YouTube. I'm gonna start using my YouTube too and being able to go live
on YouTube
because I took a snippet from the live the other day and I talked about my crazy wax experience because it had been a minute and it was a lot happening. It was hot. It got so hot.
So let's jump in our main topic. We're going to go through all the signs and give our song we think that describes that sign. So I will let you go first. Ladies first. We're going Capricorn first, right?
We're going to do Capricorn first. So for Capricorn, I have my prerogative, Bobby Brown.
Ooh, okay. Because
that's how Capricorns are. They don't give a fuck what you say and what you tell them, even if you're trying to prevent problematic things from happening or them from being problematic. They don't give a fuck. That's their prerogative. So that's why I gave them that one. What did you give for Capricorn?
I gave them Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge.
Really?
Yes. If you think about it, it's like like they feel like they lonely. Well, I'm from like where do I? And then it's like I don't ever want to feel like this way, but I ain't gonna let you know this is all just in this song. And then because the tempo of it goes super high and back to monotone is like,
Yep.
I don't even care what you think for real, but I am hyped. But really it's really this, and I don't want you knowing this is in my mind. I'm real hype about it, but really I'm back low tone again. If you know the flow of the song and how the song is talking, that's why I picked Red Hot Chili Peppers Under a Bridge for Capricorns. So I will go next for us Aquariuses. I could have went a whole bunch of ways, but I went Sam Cooke, Change Gonna Come.
Really?
Yeah.
Real? Okay, explain why
because we always believe in the future of something going to change. We always are looking at what's going to change, what's going to happen, and always optimistic but realistic. Because even in the song, he talks about the things that are going on wrong, but he was like, one day a change is going to come. So we always stay optimistic but realistic at the same time about what we're going through at the same time. So that's why I think Sam Cooke.
That's dope, and that is actually very, very, very real. Aquariuses, we tend to be kind of big humanitarians and things like that, and we want to save the world, and we know that the world can do so much better. And then it just be like, but I actually just hate it here. So if the aliens for the rapture wants to start,
that's why in the middle of the song, the song, he's like, I was born by a river in a little tent.
Yeah. Okay. I'm polar opposite.
I've been seeing the river run ever since. It's been a long time. But I know change is gonna come. Yep.
Okay. I went polar opposite.
Okay, you went with some wild bit.
Yes, I went with Tevin Campbell's Can We Talk? If you listen to the lyrics, think about the lyrics. Yeah. It's a little stalkerish.
I want to know your name. I want, let me put the lyrics up on this real quick.
He said, last night I saw you standing and I started pretending that I knew you and you knew me too.
Because we always dream up the situation already.
We really do. And I am a huge, okay, I'll tell you a little something about me. If I peep somebody, and I'm not really sure, I've manifested some of this, like a lot of the dating situations I've been in as an adult. So from even the guy that I be tussling with now, I remember meeting him and was like, damn, this nigga kind of taking my breath away. This is weird. Like, this is weird for me. And my homeboy was like, oh, we're going to do a Taco Tuesday. And I remember going home, but I remember when I left that day, on top of like the connection that we had, his family being from St. Louis, I remember like how he hugged me. How he hugged me was like this rock from behind. Like I'm like he, So he was feeling the same thing. Turns out he's an Aquarius. And then I remember going home and I just remember praying for days and days and days. Like, I mean, that was Sunday, so I didn't have to pray that much because Tuesday was only a couple of days away. But like, I hope he there. And like, was like kind of like pushing the universe to like.
I've done it the opposite way though too, where I was like, man, I don't want to see this chick there, and she show up too. So I've manifestation.
So you have to be careful of that because
I agree.
Sometimes the things that we say that we don't want, it manifests. And so people like, no, that's not true. I say, absolutely, it's true because that's what you focused on and you don't realize it. But the universe is hearing something different. So yeah, they're like, all right, that's so even it was this one guy, he's well known. I was like, I'm going to position myself properly. I'm going to try to connect these dots so then he can see me and I'm going to look amazing. And so he can check for me. And so, yeah. So it's kind of, Tevin Campbell was stalking that chick. And that's what I be doing. I be stalking a little bit. And I'm okay with that. It's never to the point where I'm going to kill somebody. But I
just from far away, like I already.
Yeah, in the cut line.
Yeah. I just want to talk though. There ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Over the top. We just want, because I may not even like you after I talk to you. That's the other part of this. The can we talk part. Because I'd be like, oh, dang, you was fine. You start talking.
Yep.
Good. I'm about to peace out on this one. You know.
I might have watched some interviews and I knew I would have liked
Okay,
that.
so you already knew. Okay.
I knew.
Okay. So I'm saying it in a general basis. I don't know. Shout out to Megan Good. I see you back on the street, sweetheart. I see you.
Oh my God. Y'all don't leave that girl alone.
Hey, did you see that meme thing? I know we're gonna go to Pisces days, but did you see that meme thing with talking about Aisha Curry? You know that supposedly they supposed to have an open relationship, because I think it's some bullshit. But and then they was like the dudes pushing through Aisha Curry, saying she in an open relationship, Megan Good, and they pushing past her. Yep. Hey, them DMs is on fire. But Megan Good, I mean, yoga flames. I'm talking about just people just throwing.
Lord.
That was her. I wouldn't even get on Instagram for like the next 6 months.
She probably shouldn't, but I'm like, girl, live your life.
No. I'm talking about don't even check your DMs. Only just do your regular timeline.
Well, I mean, technically, it would just be don't check.
Oh, they would go in the general area. You know, do not follow.
Yeah, you would only just the only ones that will populate would be the ones that if she follows that person.
Right.
So don't check the request. Just have your assistant empty it out.
Yeah. Because I mean, I was like, man, this be the wrong time to ask for an interview with her. Like, and you be in the general inbox and say if you're like a real network, like you Rudders or one of them, like, hey, we want to talk about your new show, Harlem. This is the wrong time to be in that inbox. That inbox is.
I mean, yeah, but then they better not DM you either. Shit, that's what your email. That's what your business.
Well, no, a lot of companies are doing that though. They're like, yo, we
hard, but it's weird to me, unprofessional.
You think that is?
I think it is. Like, so
you know how many people have like got interviews and stuff like that from Twitter or like DMing? Like I'm talking about like CNN, all of that.
So I had a situation where, and this just happened like a week or two ago, and I was just like, somebody was trying to connect with me via Instagram, but I kind of could already tell based off the body language. I'm like, this nigga trying to this is not how I operate. So I was like, no, you can take my email or my phone number and we could connect that way. And sure enough, like that's just I just knew, because if you was trying to book me on a show or something, you would have followed through, you would have called, you would have left me a voicemail, or you would have shot me a text message or something. Stuff get missed all the time. And I'm not saying my inbox be like popping like that, but you could just easily miss something, whereas something comes to my phone, I'ma see it.
Right. And I don't always go on my inbox either like that. Yeah.
Sometimes like I'll leave stuff pending. Like if you're not somebody that I consistently talk to, like no.
I won't even read it, just unread.
For real?
All right, next up, Pisces. Go with yours for Pisces.
I have Mesmerized by Faith Evans, because they're kind of like a little more emotionally aware, and they really kind of be in tune with their feelings as well. So when they be falling, they kind of fall hard a little bit. So that's why. And maybe sometimes it's a little infatuation. You don't know what you're doing. You know.
Yeah. That's similar to mine. Kendrick Lamar's with Rihanna, Loyalty. Like how that song is about them like being, it's not necessarily loyalty of like loyal, right, but like how much they're loyal to that person already. Like they're into them, like into you like so much. Like this is so much I need to be into you. That's dope. Okay, yeah, he's on the same page.
We on the same page. Look at us.
Same page with that one. All right, Aries.
Close to the quarter.
I got Aries. Prince, Let's Go Crazy.
Oh, I don't have one. Okay, so let me tell you, I don't have one for Aries.
Really? I put Prince, Let's Go Crazy.
Okay, put Prince, Let's Go Crazy. Okay, explain why, and then I'm gonna
because they're gonna try you. They're gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be hectic, especially those April Aries. They gonna test you. They gonna go all over the place, and it's gonna be we just gonna do it. We just doing it. We just popping. We just very impulsive. Jared just like, this is what it is. It's this kind of craziness. It's not where it's a Gemini, where it's two different people. That's a different type of crazy. This one is just like, we just doing it. Let's do it, dog. Let's do it. Let's get involved. Let's get involved. Why we ain't doing it? Take shots. Let's do it. Let's do it. What you ain't taking no shots? What? We in there, baby. Where you at? I see you, son. Let's go. You know.
You know, the interesting thing about Aries are, because they're a fire sign.
Yep.
And so, like you said, they are a little impulsive. I feel like I relate to being impulsive, but I would say that sometimes Aries, I would say that, and what's really strange is that every Aries I know, each of them have this different personality. And it's weird. Like we already know, like, okay, we have the March Aries and you have the April.
Yep.
But all of them kind of have this different personality. So I'm like, you know, I always say like, I need to see your birth chart because something else is pushing through. But they also are very set in their ways and they always feel like they're right. And nothing you say, even if you present them with the evidence, they don't give a fuck because it negates how they feel. And they stand firm on what that is. And I'm gonna have to say off the top of my head that I would give Aries, because of that. That's a tough one. That's real tough, you know, like, and I don't even know. And because of that, that's weird how I just glazed over the fact that I don't even have him on my list.
Yeah, my backup for that was The Boys Crazy.
Okay. Or you could say, oh, okay, we could do maybe we could do Brandy. Almost doesn't count.
Ooh. Okay.
Brandy's almost doesn't count for them because they don't care about the effort or anything, nothing. They don't care.
Almost doesn't count. Boy, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sticking to that.
Okay. Go with Taurus then.
Okay. I'm gonna say you send me swinging mid condition for a Taurus.
Okay, explain that one.
They're kind of like they too are emotionally aware, but they kind of become a little possessive and they feelings and emotion, which you know could be a good and bad thing at times. But then you think of the lyrics to it a little bit, and I'm gonna say that kind of give you a Taurusy vibe.
Okay, mine is similar. Usher my way.
See, possessive
and very, very bullheaded, very stubborn.
Yep.
My way. This is my way. It's gonna be my way.
Yes.
All right, Gemini. I got two of them. Because it's two different twins. So there you go. One of them, Amory, Nothing Like Loving You.
Oh, trying to.
That's the one of them. And the other one is Today, Why You Getting Funky on Me?
See, I did one, and I feel like when you hear it, you're gonna hear why. You'll understand. Brownstone, If You Love Me.
If you love me, say it. If you love me, do it. If you trust me, show it. Oh no, is it if you trust me, show me? I forgot how it went, but trust me, do it.
And then prove it.
Then prove it. Prove it. Right. Okay. Why do you think Geminis don't prove it? Or what do you mean?
No, because they want you to.
They want you to.
They want you to. Okay, so Geminis, they want to, so because of the duality that they have, they think, I look at Geminis, especially my very best friend, he's a Gemini. And so I understand how he wants to be loved. And I feel like sometimes he feels like people are very superficial with him. And a lot of my homegirls that are Geminis, they feel the same way. And one of my homeboys, but he are kind of on the cusp of Cancer, it's the same thing. So they want you to love them out loud. They want it to be grandiose.
Similar to Leo.
Yeah, kind of similar, but I'm just gonna say,
well, Leos don't need to have it out in front. They just want to feel grandiose with them. They don't care if nobody else knows about it.
No, they want you to know, because because they're air. So any moment they doubt you, they're gonna retract.
Yeah.
And they're gonna move different. So similar to how we are, So that's why I chose that one.
Oh, that's a good one. Let's go. Our Cancer.
All right.
You want me to go first?
I wonder if we got the same one.
If this is, I got Carl Thomas emotional.
Oh, okay. I was close. I was close to putting that, but you know what I put?
What you put?
Beyonce, I Care.
And it's just the male and female version of the same song.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I'm so emotional. I can't let go. I'm trying to hold on to
I'm crying and deserted, and you don't care. You see these tears falling down to my ears?
Hey, I was like, and my other one's gonna be H-Town Emotions.
Look. Look, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
All right, Leo, let me see what you got for Leo, because Leo's go a whole bunch of different routes.
It can, but I got P-Funk by the Parliament.
Oh, wow. Okay. I went Maya. It's all about me.
True. But they kind of could, coincide with each other.
Yeah.
Because when I hear P-Funk, it's like they walk into the room, it's break me off the P-Funk, but they the life of the party. And it's like now y'all was doing this, but it's now the eyes are on me and I want to get funked up, like turn it up, like
okay. I thought it's all about me. I was like, Maya, like
it's perfect.
The night is all about me, like, and even Sis was like, okay, I know it. Sis don't even. I don't even know if he knew the song.
So let's make tonight.
Yeah, like, I can't forget about you tonight. And I was like, oh, this. Is she in high school at the time? But I thought about that as I was listening to it, like this kind of.
You was in high school.
Maya was, yeah.
She was. Oh yeah, okay.
And I'm saying Cisco wasn't though. Cisco's a grown ass man.
Yeah, pedophilia, man.
But no. How do we let that ride?
Because I think we thought because it wasn't like she looked young. Because it's weird how the shift happens, because it wasn't like, even when like Aaliyah came out, it wasn't like they looked young. It was just like how they were styled, and it wasn't like they had on heavy makeup. It was just like, it was subtle, but it was the outline. It was just certain things that appeared wrong.
Yeah, and it was grown because they weren't overdoing it.
Yeah.
Like you thought Monica was like 35 on Before You Walk on My Life, just because her presence.
Definitely thought she was grown.
Yeah.
She was high school.
Me and her damn near the same age, and I'm like, she 35, ain't she? Like, no, she's 15. All right, Virgo. I'm interested in this one. What you got?
I got two.
Okay, I got two too. All right, go ahead. I go one and you go one, back forth. I'm gonna do Nas. Nas is like is my first one.
Which one is yours?
Nas is like is my first one.
Okay. Mine is The World is a Ghetto.
Okay, now explain this one.
Because don't you know that is true, that for me and for you, the world is ghetto.
Right.
My world might not be ghetto, but yet their world is ghetto, and because they so set.
You have a personal beef with Virgos though too, don't you?
I got hella beef with a Virgo, with general. You know what I mean? But even like I think about it, and it's just like nothing makes sense about them at all. And you can tell them, like, they strive for perfection and all this shit, and they always think they right. And I'm like, the sky is blue, and they're like, no, it's purple, because really the molecules in the air do this, and I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I'm like, I know what thine eyes see, and that's what and you can't tell them otherwise. And they create these weird scenarios in their mind as well, because you know it's true.
No, I don't have beef with Virgos like this, so my second one is not even like that. I got Demetri McKinney, easy.
I had Summer Walker, bitter.
Oh my God, we totally different to them. You guys, your beef is going through this.
Listen, even the other day, so I get a message from my ex-boyfriend's mom's account, like she and I keep in contact. But I was called Raggedy. And it wasn't nobody but that nigga. And I'm like, bitter. You are bitter.
No, I like Demetri.
Or we can insert Shantae's Moore's "Don't Follow Me Home, Nigga."
Oh,
and her version of bitter. Well.
But I mean, Shantae,
they be bitter. They be bitter.
Yeah.
They bitter. They ignorant.
But that's why I put easy Demetri McKinney, you know, because they're kind of that's what their personality is. Journal pulls off, the easy, laid back mentality. You know, they kind of the quiet people. They're like, we ain't easy, but you know, I'm kind of fluid with it.
Why?
Here you go. Your beef with this is going too far. You got
loud and wrong.
I don't know. Most Virgos I know are pretty laid back. They're pretty laid back. Okay, all right. Libra.
I got Chain of Fools.
Okay, go explain this to me.
I'm into too many situations. And that was supposed to be my ultimate partner. And I just feel like the lyrics related so much. And I'm like, this is a Libra. Like, you kind of be like, you, again, that people always say, oh, the duality of it. No, Libras are dealing with their true self and the self that they want to show to the world. And they can't balance the two. And they always, for me, a lot of times are unbalanced. It's no, figure your shit out and become confident in who you are and stand on that shit. If you're a fuck nigga or you're a fuck bitch, then that's just what, excuse my language.
So I guess I'm the PG version of all this. I went genuine, same OG.
See why you picked that though. No, I understand why you picked that. I understand why you picked that. So that makes sense. But I feel like a lot of people, especially in my circle, we have also been terrorized by Libra.
Terrorized, so not terrorized, straight terrorism.
Yeah, no, I've been terrorized. So
okay, Scorpio.
Chain of Fools, because I was like, oh, Libra.
Scorpio.
I got two.
All right.
I Feel For You, Shaka Khan.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. Okay.
And then you get crazy and love Beyonce.
I can see that. I got Tupac and Business of a Rider.
I don't know that one.
Tupac and Business of a Rider. Won't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to fuck with me.
Oh, I don't think I ever knew that was the name of that song.
Oh, really? And it's called Business of a Rider.
Yeah, I was just like, I know, dun dun dun.
Right,
dun.
that's the song. Yes. And Business of a Rider. Yes, that's it.
Oh my gosh.
Because they go hard, you know, and they go hard on whatever they're doing, but also, you know, they're gonna be a little bit all over the place too, because just like Tupac is.
Crazy in love.
Yeah. All right, Sagittarius to round us out.
Where'd you get?
Janet Jackson, That's the Way Love Goes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I got poison down. Because you think
You
about
got
it,
beef with Sagittarius too?
we'll talk a lot. I don't really have beef with
So
them.
basically, the last quarter of the year, you have beef with everybody that's more than the last quarter of the year.
Look, never trust a big dick in a smile, okay? That's all I'm saying. To my ladies, they can relate.
Poison.
That's what I'm saying. Because they're like very attractive. They're very affectionate. They are passionate, and they kind of love bomb you a little bit. And I don't know if you know anybody.
They do. Sagittarius do.
Yeah, so that's why. And so it makes sense that they, that's who Belle Biv DeVoe was talking about. They was talking about Sagittariuses.
Not the truth. Ooh. Wow. And now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're quick to ghost you too.
Yep.
Some bullshit.
Yep. For real.
Not for no legitimate reason. Like, you're not even like, okay, well, I get why you moving just cause.
Yep.
Just cause Sagittarius are like, dang. So the whole last quarter of the year, Dom is
it'd be very tumultuous. And at the end of the day, I do enjoy a Libra, and I do enjoy Sagittarius season because it's just like,
but the Virgos is totally off. The getting no Virgo you gonna rock with.
I have friends that are Virgos, but when shit start to hit the fan, and I was just like, oh, this is so on brand, whether it has anything to do with me or not. I'm like, this is so on brand. I'm like, you have to like remove your cockiness, I'm absolutely correct, like your ego. Mm-hmm. They have really big egos, and it makes no sense. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be cool. I'll be cool on them.
Dang, I didn't know that your beef was gonna get this hard for the last. It ain't just one, just the last quarter.
Yeah, that's cool, but it's just like, I'll say for the most part that be okay. In the Libra situation, it's men. The girl, I've only been like, I've had one bad experience that I could think of with like a Libra chick, but it was me. It was like boundaries being crossed, and so I was like, okay, I had to take a break from my friendship, and I was like, I'll let you know when I'm ready to spin the block and have a conversation, but I can't keep talking about things that are repetitive and things where you could have prevented certain things from happening. I just can't do stuff like that. It don't work for me. And I know people say that's heartless, whatever. No, it's like beating a dead horse. How many times you gonna talk about the bullshit? Because you're gonna do what you're gonna do at the end of the day. They're a little manic to me. And I think that people always talk shit about Geminis. I'm like, no, you kind of know what you're gonna get with a Gemini.
That's true.
Like, it's more front facing, and then whereas a Libra low key be hella calculated. That silence, that's them thinking of a master plan. Like, that's them on some sneak shit.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah. So, man, that was the poison one, boy. That one. It makes sense though.
Mm-hmm. Told you.
That one, man. You got me on that one. You got me on that. Like the poison, man. Dang. Never trust a big butt and a smile.
Yep. And that's what it is. Like, when you think of the characteristics, like, because everybody, for the most part, they all say the same thing, that Sagittarius. Because everybody has been charmed in some kind of way. I ain't never, and I get along. We, as Aquariuses, we do get along great with Sagittarius though, on the friendship tip, because they kind of have similar, like, they kind of like go with the flow, like you said. Yep. That's just the way it is. Like, love goes and whatnot. So they have different things that we can relate to and understand. But when it really come down to like them as a, no, they terrible.
That's terrible.
They be terrible. They be terrible. I'm trying to think. I've been burned twice by Scorpio. I know Sagittariuses. My college boyfriend, and then like a situation out here that had happened, and I was just like, huh, you did the switch up. That's weird.
But that doesn't make any sense.
It's still, I'll tell you offline. It's still like, huh. But then I'm like, then I try to equate things to like, oh, men.
Because you got to mix that into the pot as well.
Yeah, and so and you try, and then you're just like, but still, huh.
So since we talking about this, what sign you think has the most difference between the sexes? Like when you like dealing with, like say, like I don't deal with no male Sagittarius, but I'll kick it with Sagittarius women. You know what I'm saying? Like which one has a big discrepancy by sex, or is it kind of mixed bag? In your opinion, I mean.
It's weird because I will say, as far as like,
or there's a big, you didn't, I mean, like it's a big difference between the sexes for a sign. Where it's like, oh yeah, it's a difference. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say that and this is my experience, I can't speak for anybody else. And I'm not gonna say that it's that I can't mess with them per se, but I feel like something has always weirdly happened at the expense of like a Pisces and Aquarius. And whether it be, I know we were vibing, but when it came down to kind of being intimate, it was trash.
Ooh, that may be true. Ooh.
It was very trash.
Ooh, and you own to something now. Hold on.
I kind of forgot that it had happened.
You know
until
what?
Another situation arose because of that. And I was just like, I don't even remember. I don't count that because it was so bad.
Yeah. Ooh. You may be on to something there with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that they are bad people or we can't get along or anything. It was just like, as far as intimacy, we didn't mesh well. Which is strange because we're water bearer signs and they're fish. You would think
we'd be a part of that water and then the switch could swim around.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that might be real.
And I think, I think it's hard for me kind of like in general sometimes because as air, like we are like naturally kind of like flirty people. We, and people kind of gravitate toward us, but also there's like a huge misconception about us. That's why I said I believe that we're very loyal, because if we really rock with you, we rock with you. But a lot of times people they don't really take the time out to really get to know us. Because if I like you and I care about you, like that's it. You know, if I could be dabbling and talking to anybody else while I'm talking to you, is because you didn't make me feel secure in our situation. So that's on you.
Dang. Okay. Dang. Well, man, that hit me. I'm going to think about these now. You got, especially that poison though. That's the one I was like, oh snap. That took me back. I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, because it triggered a memory for you. And you know it's true. And I'm not saying, like I said, like even dating Sagittarius is, like I said, bomb sex, bomb. But as far as other things, like it just be weird, like the commitment, and you think could be potentially one thing based on the actions, and then like you said, it's the switch up.
Mm-hmm.
And you like, so you just, it's kind of borderline psychotic.
Yeah. I mean, but and then then we don't like to spin the block on you, so we definitely like, all right, It is
Right.
what it is.
No, for real, that is what it is. And you just be like, and even in the situation of like the Sagittarius guy, no, I was like, is this person even like worth my friendship? Because then you think about like, how do you know somebody? Or like, what do you really know? And people be out here living double lives, and what you think you know, it ain't what you know. That's weird as fuck. I don't like shit like that. I do not. I will sit here and I do not. If you fuck with me, fuck with me. If you're not fucking with me like that, let me know so then I can make the decision whether or not, like, how I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
That's it.
Damn, the Sag poison. All right. Well, we have concluded another episode of Everyone Needs an Aquarius in their life. I'm gonna edit this up. I'm gonna have fun with this one. I'm on this one, especially with the I'm gonna have to pull that clip out for that Sag. Sag is gonna be mad. That's gonna be the clip. That Sag is gonna be mad with that one. Like poison. Woo,
yep.
Not the bell bib the bow. All right, where can I hit you at?
Yeah, okay. So my main core page, I got a lot going on. So if you got too much,
spit them all out. Let them know everywhere.
I do have a link tree in my bio on my St. Angela's page. You can see different shows that I've been on, articles, interviews, all that stuff. Shop, you can shop my candles. That is saint-angeles.com/candles. And I'm actually going to be updating my website. The website's part of it pretty consistently now. Kind of similar to how like Beyonce does her site. Like I'm gonna give you those 3 shots on IG, but I'm gonna give you a little more into the photos and all that stuff on that site to drive traffic there. And like I said, trying to crank out more content, even on the YouTube going live. And yeah, like just trying to really connect with y'all, because we craving human, interaction.
Yeah. And personalized too.
Personal and I'm real, like, because I'm a blow, I'm about to get these headshots, trying to shop them around to get an agent, commercial agent. So, and, follow along for the ride. Like, we gonna have a good time.
And she's open. We're looking at another thirst trap picture coming, fellas. If we go by the dates, January 9th is around the time. Between now and January 9th, we're on the countdown. So if you're looking for nice thirst trap pictures, brothers, between now and January 9th, if we look at the previous traction, previous amount of interaction that she does, she's due for one soon, so it's coming.
Why can't it just be I felt good? I felt like
no, this ain't for you. This is for the fellas. It wouldn't be this way, nothing to do with you. This is just,
it don't have to be a thirst trap. It's just like, this is a bomb ass pick.
Okay, fellas, for the bomb ass pick that'll be coming up soon will be between now and January 9th. AKA
and shout out to Ivy Park for reposting my reel. It got hella engagement after they reposted it. So but y'all can't like. I'm like, that's weird to me. So all y'all just was creeping.
What happened? So what happened? What happened?
So I've been trying to be seen by Ivy Park since the Adidas collaboration has begun. And literally I did a reel of my sister and I, because we taking photos in our clothes. What was it, like a week or 2 ago in Arizona? Those were real dope. Those are dope. Those were dope pictures. Shot on your iPhone. Shout out to the iPhone. And so I decided, I was like, you know what? Let me just do something fun with it. And I just made a reel, and then I put Nice by Beyonce and Jay-Z on there. And as you're like, hell no, I was like, hell no. It's like it switched to different pictures. And they reposted it. Yeah, it was on their stories.
Oh, so it was all kind of people. Oh, so it's a set of fellas already looking for the thirst traps already, y'all. So this other fella's already over there. So y'all need to get there now to her page before these new sets of brothers are up in her DMs. I mean, Michael B. Jordan can slide in my DMs. They keep saying that his relationship with Lori Harvey is not real. What do you mean? Why they say it's not real?
We'll talk offline.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to find this tea out. So thank y'all for listening. Everyone needs an Aquarius. And we will see y'all soon. Happy New Year, everybody, too.